Well. As you are all aware, Bank of Canada is starting to move in the opposite direction now and has landed up cutting the key interest rate. The fourth consecutive decrease since June, and this time the governor announced a 50 basis points cut, which brings the key lending rate to 3.75%. Now, the whole idea of doing this is to give the market a boost. But is this what is really happening out there? Let's discuss. But before we do, please hit the like, share, subscribe button and that bell icon. It gets me motivated to keep you up to date with everything real estate. Now, as you know, or probably even heard, that the inflation is sitting at 1.6% today. And according to the Bank of Canada's Governor, Tiff Macklem, they want to keep it close to the 2% target. And the whole focus is to maintain low, stable inflation. This rate drop does signal that the Bank of Canada is serious about prompting the economy. They are now trying to stimulate the economy through low interest rates, and the concern is no longer solely focused on inflation. The concern is now reversed because inflation is slowing a bit too much. The bank's predicted economy growth this year pretty much anemic, but to pick up next year about the 2.1% mark and around 2.25% by 2026. Now, this rate drop and any more coming in the future are all part of a plan to boost the economy. So that's good news for people with high debt levels or the variable rate mortgages, and even those trying to refinance their fixed mortgages. So the real question here is, can Canadians finally breathe a sigh of relief? The fact of the matter is, while everyone is so focused on the interest rate cuts, people are actually neglecting the fact that the Canadian growth has been constantly underperforming and leading to higher unemployment rates, and prices have gone up so much in the past couple of years, and the reality check for customers is that they will have to deal with this sort of rise in level in prices for a long period of time. The only solution here is income will have to go up for consumers to regain the loss in terms of purchasing power. Where the rate cuts are concerned, yes, with this reduction, it's helping at the margins to simulate on the consumer side. But it's also the business side that we have to take into account. Businesses now would be able to borrow at a lower rate, and here is hoping that home builders will now be able to increase the supply of housing, which God knows we really need. Now let's talk about the real estate. Well, we all know that sales have been relatively low during this time of the particular high interest rate period. And even though it has been starting to come down since June, we have really not seen any significant movement in the real estate market. The whole reason here is buyers still do not qualify based on the stress test. And unlike what people think, the market has really not crashed. It has just kind of corrected itself. Sellers still have to stick to their ceiling for selling and cannot afford to come down lower, and buyers are still waiting on the sidelines for rates to go down even more so that they can fit into that affordability bubble. So for that to happen, Bank of Canada should be returning to a more neutral rate faster and bring forward that recovery rather than pushing it for later. But there is a risk attached to the rapid rate reduction because the banks do not want to go back to the year 2022, where home values had no logical meaning. So as much as the rate cuts will help people with the variable rates and the high debt, it will take a little bit more to bring the buyers out of the woodworks and into the market. So tell me what you think in the comment section below, and if you find this information useful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. If you still don't know who I am, go check my rating on Google and read my client reviews. Join me next week for more information. Until then, you stay safe, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to call me because I hold the key that opens the door to your dream home.